Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are doing a UFC 288 picking with Poppy, guys. I know it's been a while, but we're back on here. We're gonna make those videos. Been giving my picks, Poppy special. Unfortunately, you know how it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But we are gonna bounce back today. Gonna do a trifecta. We're planning on going 3-0. I'm really an expert on UFC. I really love this big pay-per-view event. There's so many fights. Don't know which one to choose, but I'm gonna go with the first card. It is gonna be a prelim fight. So that's very. I'm looking very excited for that. Making some adjustments right here on my thumbnails, but let's go. The banners. It's not easy picking the three fights in UFC. We're gonna go for the first one. Starts at 5 p.m. It is a prelim. Mariana Rodriguez minus 140 versus Jorana Jandiroba. Hopefully, I said her name right. That's really tough name to pronounce. They're both Brazilian fighters, and it's going to be a great one. Mariana Rodriguez, her record, if you want to know, records don't really matter in UFC. It's 16-2-2, two draws, right? Two losses. And Vidiana Jandiroba is 18-3. Better record on paper, right? That's what it looks like her. Jariana's 34, Mariana's 36, more experienced fighter. But I really like Mariana Rodriguez. I really like that she um, needs this fight. She has a better reach if you needed to do that. But that kind of doesn't really matter. It's the fighting style that I like on Mariana. She's really, really a great fighter. She needs this win. She's towards the end of her career. I think 36, 37, 38. That's old for a UFC fighter. I know there's currently UFC fighters that are fighting over 39 years old, stuff like that. But, sometimes they just got to know when to retire. So I think she's coming towards the end of her career. There are some fighters that have unretired to come back. I'll save the best for last about that. But on this one, we're gonna go official. We're gonna lock in Mariana Rodriguez minus 140, and we're gonna go bling bling, cashing, picking with Poppy. The next fight is a co-main event in my eyes, and I don't know if it is gonna be on the card or not, but I'm pretty sure it is too. It's Gilbert Burns versus Bala Muhammad, right? And this is a great fighter. Gilbert Burns minus 124, which is the favorite, or um, Bel Muhammad. I really love Bel Muhammad. He's gone up. He fights so good, and I feel this fight's gonna take him to the next level. He does want to get that title fight, so I feel that he is gonna win on this fight. Gilbert Burns, is really good. He's really active, a really great fighter. He fought Chamaya, and he lost on that one. So Gilbert Burns can't go the distance, and he's a great fighter. Gilbert Burns has 22 wins, same as Balama, and Balama Muhammad has 3 losses. So I really like Balama, a younger fighter, 34. Gilbert Burns, 36. They pretty much weigh the same. They weigh the same on the scale. And on this one, the line's so close is for the reason, because either one can win. That's the lines are so close when they say, hey, anyone can win. But it's official for me. We're gonna go with Bill Muhammad. He's a UFC. He goes with the UFC's announcer. He works with Daniel Kramer. He's puts really a lot of work, and he's for reals, and he's good. I really like him, and I believe he deserves a title fight, and I really like him. So someone tells me plus 104 is pretty much even money. So if you drop 100, you'll get back 100 or whatever your investment is. If Bel Muhammad wins, I would say bet responsibly. Only bet what you can afford to lose, guys. I don't want you guys to be upset or the stuff. Where you pretty much when you have a betting, you have to have a bank account. Like I've told you guys, like before, you guys have to micromanage it. So be smart. You always want to be consistent when you bet. Always bet the same. If you're not feeling it, like don't force a bet. Never force a bet. So for me, we're taking picking with Poppy. We're gonna take Bel Muhammad plus 104. Even money, I'll take it. That's a main event. That's like after 7 p.m., guys, just so you know. So we're gonna go out with the main event. The main event, save the best for last. It's a great fight. We got Henry Cejudo coming back out and retired against Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling is minus 105, and Henry Cejudo is minus 115. So that fight at 7 p.m. and what the light is telling us that they're thinking that Henry is gonna win, right? Why? Because this is the logic. He came out of unretirement to do a title fight, right? So he wants that. Henry is shorter on height than Aljamain Sterling, but you know the Aljamain Sterling has 22 wins, 3 losses, and Henry has 16 wins, 2 losses. That doesn't really matter. Um, I know Henry's gonna be hungry. This is for me a hard fight, And normally you always want to go trust your guy with like, oh, the first one's right. Well, I'm gonna go with the opposite, right? So like Henry Kajuna, everyone's going against him. Actually, all Vegas is picking A Sterling, right? A Sterling, everyone's betting on him. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. Alan Sterling is really great, been very active. That's what I like about him. He's got the youth. He's been like a humble, in my opinion, champion. Even though some people say Aljamain Sterling is very dramatic, very egocentric, very cocky. In his interviews, he has a lot of energy, but he's put in that time and I know at work, and he deserves it. Like this is really, really a great fight, the main event. So like I'm even digesting and trying to say like who am I gonna pick, right? Henry Kajuni really wants to win. He like 36 is like now or never. So I think he's gonna go hungry and go very aggressive, right? So Aljamain Sterling is probably gonna use a lot of counters and see what happens. But Aljamain Sterling is aggressive too. He's from Vegas, very active. He's always in the gym, UFC, and I believe he makes videos on YouTube too. You guys can go to his YouTube channel. Like I'm just talking about it, thinking about this. This one's a very tough one to pick, but I am gonna have to pick a side, right? I'm just doing a breakdown analysis with you guys. I mean, everyone, the whole world, when everyone, the whole world's on something, you want to go on the opposite. I mean, I see right now in Vegas percentage, looking at live right now, everyone's with A Sterling 100%. No one's betting money on Hey Conchino, even though he's a Henry Cojino, even though he's a favorite, right? So, I mean, in my eyes, hey, mijo, yeah, that's my son. Sorry about that. So, in my eyes, I have to pick one person, and it's pretty much like, flipping a coin, right? So it's really tough on this one, but I'm gonna have to trust my instinct. I'm gonna go with Aljamain Sterling. I think the champion will continue to be champion. He's fought so hard for so long. He's on his peak form. And I'm gonna go with Aljamain Sterling. He had more fights under his belt. Even though on this UFC fight, anything can go. I'm going with Aljamain Sterling. So those are my trifecta picks. So I'm gonna do a recap with my picks. Mariana Rodriguez, Bill Muhammad, and I also have on the main event Aljamain Sterling. Thank you very much. Have a great day. We are going to make that bling bling. And it's picking with Papi here. You guys have a great day. And UFC 288 is going to be a great one.